Hello and welcome to our channel, Get Into PA Programs. My name is Stacy Paulin with GetIntoPAPrograms.com, and I'm here to present our first installment, which is entitled Why You Won't Get Into PA School This Year. Quite a grim topic to start off with, but we're doing this to get your attention. We have a lot of important tips to share with you, so let's get right into it. The first reason why you won't get into PA school is because you don't have a plan of action. Just like anything in life, you want to have a plan of action, a blueprint, a map that's going to help you to get from where you are to where you want to be. And of course, we want to get you into PA school. The first part of the process is choosing the right programs, and it is absolutely critical to your success. If you choose the wrong programs, you're not getting in. If you choose the right programs, though, you're on the road to success. A lot of people choose programs for all the wrong reasons. We're going to make a video and focus solely on this in the near future because it's that big of a deal. Deadlines. Keep in mind, the more schools you apply to, the harder it is to juggle all the requirements and deadlines. So what I suggest is keeping a notebook, making sure you keep tabs of the schools you're applying to, the requirements for each school. And as you complete the requirements, just check them off the list so that you know where you are in the process of applying for each school. Letters of recommendation. You have to really make time for this because it requires that you forge really important relationships with the authors of these letters. They need to know who you are. They need to know a little bit about you. They need time to write the letter. They need time to submit the letter. So be kind to them. Give them the time they need to do all these things, and they will be kind to you. Trust me, it's a really important part of your application packet. Healthcare experience, again, another thing you need to allot time for. You got to get the credentials to work the job. You have to allot time to work the hours so that you can accrue enough to be competitive. So all of these things need to be a part of your plan of action. Next, you're a volunteer instead of a paid employee. Quality healthcare experience, defined by me, is experience that allows you to physically take part in the health care process of a patient, whether it's bathing them, feeding them, administering medications, carrying out physician or PA orders. And you can't do any of that by being a volunteer. You have to be on the payroll to do those things, okay? That's what quality healthcare experience is. What are your options? All those jobs that I just listed, any one of those things is a wonderful option. And the benefits of gaining quality healthcare experience, there are many benefits, but I'll discuss two. The first one is, of course, you're getting the hours that you need to be a competitive PA school applicant. But more important than that, you're exposing yourself to the care culture. You're taking part in that culture. You're absorbing it. You're hopefully working side by side with PAs and physicians, so you're getting a bird's eye view of what a day in the life of a PA is like. You're going in with eyes wide open, and you're being exposed to the language, the culture, and it's really important. It helps you to make an informed decision, and this is why admissions committees require it. They want to know that you've been exposed to the care culture and language. They want to know that you're making an informed decision. They want to know that you're prepared to enter this field and you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. So it's very important. Next, your grades are subpar. This is a no-brainer. Of course, we all know how important grades are to your success. I don't like to spend a lot of time on this topic because I'm such an optimist. I don't like to focus on negative, but it's just a fact. You have to have quality grades to get into a quality PA school. If you don't have the grades, I don't want you to count yourself out of the race. Why? There are a handful of schools out there that will only take into account the last 45 to 60 semester hours. So if you did poorly in undergrad, but you did really well in a post-baccalaureate program, use that program and the GPA that you made there, that you earned there, to apply to these programs. I can think of two off the top of my head, Pacific University and MEDEX. The only thing to keep in mind is a lot of those schools require significant amounts of healthcare experience, so it is a trade-off there. Keep that in mind. Next, your personal statement is lackluster. I read lots of personal statements, and most of them are like Hollywood movie scripts instead of personal statements, unfortunately. It's important to remember the goal of the personal statement. It is to get an interview, period. That's what it's for. It's your introduction to the admissions committee. Before they read your personal statement, they really don't know any personal things about you. They know nothing about your history. They know a bunch of statistics. This is your chance to really make an impression, to make an emotional connection with the reader, but you have to avoid the melodrama. And it's a thin line. It's hard to avoid, but you can do it. You want to tell your story, share some experiences that are relevant, but you also want to answer some pertinent questions like, why do I want to be a PA? This is an important question to answer, and you can't answer it by saying, I want to help people. That's not good enough. It's not detailed enough. You also want to answer the question, why am I submitting my application to this program? Schools want to know. Out of 160 plus schools in the U.S., you chose to submit your application to us. Why? You got to answer those questions. Keep this process very simple. Really, personal statement writing does not have to be difficult. Keep it simple as much as you can. And use an outline. I developed an outline myself. I used it myself when I was applying to PA school in 2008, 2009. If you're interested in a copy of this outline, leave your email below and I'd be happy to send it to you. And finally, you won't get into PA school because you didn't prepare for the interview. At this point of the interview, of the application process rather, you literally have the school handing you an acceptance letter. Don't blow it by not taking time to prepare properly for your interview. You want to wear something that's comfortable, professional, that speaks to your personality. If that's a Scooby-Doo tie or a navy blue pantsuit with a beautifully colored scarf, whatever it is, make it professional, make it beautiful, make yourself presentable, and make sure you feel good wearing it. Body language is very important. You want to walk in there with your head held high, making eye contact. I could spend another 10 minutes on body language alone. You want to be yourself, be natural. Develop a rapport in those 10 short minutes. You want to develop a rapport with the admissions committee by being yourself and by being confident. Again, using that eye contact, sharp answers that are well thought out, well articulated, strong handshakes. All of these things are very important and they show how confident you are. What to expect? That's the million-dollar question. The key is you're not supposed to know what to expect for your interview. That's the whole point of the interview. They want you to go in there, they want you to be yourself, they want you to be natural, and all of that requires a little bit of ambiguity. They don't want you to know everything because they want an accurate assessment of your character. So if you do all the above, you wear something that speaks to your character, you wear something that makes you feel good, you're confident, you're natural, and you take into account your body language, you should be well equipped to knock your interview out of the park. For more tips on interview preparation, choosing the right programs, writing your personal statement, and for all things related to PA school, visit us at getintopaprograms.com. We thank you for joining us and we'll see you next time.